How far are you willing to go when it comes to your goals? If I said to you, be disciplined for 3 months, 3 months being the best you could be, 3 months being different, 3 months doing something you never thought you could ever do. I want to be successful. Success has a price tag on it, people. You got to pay to get that success. What happens after the 3 months? I made it. I did my 3. Now let me go back to doing what I wasn't doing. Don't you realize that when it comes to success, it never stops? You should always thrive to go further and higher than you've ever gone in your life. Whatever the goal is, go beyond the goal. Don't just be stagnant. Don't stay in one space in your life. No, you need to keep going. Every day, keep going. Every day, be disciplined. Every day, don't stop. Maybe you don't want to do this today. Maybe this is not the time for you. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? When you got discipline attached to you, when you have a disciplined mindset, nothing can stop you. You refuse to stay confronted with excuses and things that you know that's not gonna better your circumstances. That's called discipline.
Ladies and gentlemen, world premiere Word on the Streets.
Extra and Fletcher just wanted to drop a quick note to remind you and to encourage you that no matter what you may be going through, you can make it. Keep pushing forward and never underestimate your own strength. You're capable of achieving incredible things, so keep believing in yourself and never give up. You've got what it takes to overcome any challenge that comes your way. Keep pushing forward. Yes, you're in a battle, but you can fight back. Tune in to us every Monday and Wednesday on Word on the Streets at 7 p.m. We're here to give you tools to help you in your battle.
Good evening, this is Black History 365 Days, with another extraordinary story making headlines today.
Today, we honor Dr. Kamal Bob as our world premiere Word on the Streets Black History 365 Days honoree. Dr. Bob, a prominent research scientist at Georgia Tech's Center for Education integrating science, mathematics, and computing, has been a powerful voice in addressing the critical issues of equity and access in STEM education. Dr. Bob's work shines a spotlight on the stark realities faced by Black and Hispanic students in urban public education systems. He highlights how these students, often from low-income families, bear the brunt of educational policy changes and system failures. From the Chicago teachers' strike affecting over 400,000 students to the Atlanta Public Schools cheating scandal, Dr. Bob demonstrates how these events disproportionately impact minority communities. His research and advocacy call attention to the disconnect between national goals for increasing STEM graduates and the current state of urban K-12 education. Dr. Bob challenges us to consider, how can we achieve our national education goals when nearly 500,000 potential STEM graduates in Chicago alone are locked out of their schools. Dr. Bob's work is a clarion call for the higher education community to engage with and address these challenges. He pushes us to envision an educational narrative that doesn't just serve the privileged, but truly opens doors for all students. We honor Dr. Kamau Bob for his dedication to educational equity, his insightful research, and his tireless efforts to ensure that our national education goals include and uplift all students, regardless of their background or zip code. This presentation captures the essence of Dr. Bob's work and its significance, highlighting his contributions to the field of education and his focus on equity and access for minority students in STEM fields. This is Black History 365 Days.
Ladies and gentlemen, get set for an engaging and enlightening show. Let's welcome our hosts, the brilliant Larry Moten, aka Extraordinaire, and the fantastic amazing Keith Fletcher. They've crafted the incredible show, Word on the Streets. Grab your favorite listening spot and tune in. Don't forget to invite your friends by sending them a quick text or a shout out on your favorite social media platform. We believe it's a show you won't want to miss.
Well, whatever happened. But good evening, everybody. Welcome to World Premiere Word on the Streets. I am Extraordinaire. And of course, our beloved, the amazing Mr. Keith Fletcher. What's up, brother?
What you say, How you doing, Extraordinaire? Everything is up. I'm up, man. Everything's going good. How everybody doing out there? Hey, the World Premiere, Hey, everything going good, brother. How about you?
Hey, man, it's good, but we got to get down and recap. We got to recap.
Yeah, man. Hey, you know what? On them Saints, man, and I'm not making excuses, man. When that center went out, I knew. I said it's going to be a long game, man. But the things I can take out of, man, we had so many chances to win that game, man. I just,
we won the game. We beat ourselves.
Yeah, we beat ourselves. What I'm saying, we should have beat them, won that game, man. We beat ourselves. And our defense played a heck of a game, man. Our defense, we beat ourselves, man. We should have had, but I like to say, you can't win them all. Milton Toughness, go back to the drawing board,
But in every loss, you find out your weakness, though.
Yeah, but Hill wasn't there either. Taysom Hill got hurt. But that ain't no excuse because you should have had a backup plan for that. It's one man shouldn't carry the whole team. But I think our offensive coordinator, he wasn't ready for that. And the playbook, man, to me, it was a lot of simple plays to me. He was doing some simple plays, and like even on that last play, I was so mad at Carl. We could have went down there and kicked that field goal and tied it up, But he want to throw deep, man. He should have been throwing to the outside. He didn't have to rush it. I think he was doing a lot of big plays that he didn't have to do too. So, but like you said, we beat ourselves in that game. I don't think enough for the Eagles.
We beat ourselves. I don't know what department, but it's on the defense. Somebody, the coaching staff, gonna have to find a way because what it showed me, and I'm a novice, and it's gonna show other teams if you got a no nonsense fullback or running back that just don't give a crap, like that boy Bartley for the Eagles, that boy ran how he wanted to run on the Saints. And
Well, man, I think on that the defense was tired too, man. They've been on that field fighting for a long time. Yeah, that I give that running play to him. The ball is bad. Barkley's a bad boy. But
he bad boy, man.
Yeah,
but he bad, but he ain't that damn bad.
But the play that hurt us was that 3rd and 15, man. And what we were playing man, and Lattimore in the other corner, the safety got confused on who supposed to pick that tight end up on that play. He hit that big old run and they went scored on us.
Yeah,
that was kill us right there.
That was the dagger, I believe.
Yeah, but the game here, you can't put the game in our quarterback hand. Carr's not a quarterback to win the game, man. He can manage the game, but he's not no quarterback like that. You can't put the game in Carr's hand. We're not strong enough team for Carr.
He ain't no Drew Brees.
Nah, he managed the game well. You know, we got concept, great offense coordinators, moving people, making stuff. See, that's what we confusing. Then we got to run it. As long as we can run the ball, it's going to open up the play action, the screens.
We can run the ball. We proved we could run.
That's what I'm saying. But like I said, but then you get in that 3rd and 8.
When you get in that situation there.
Now you got pass rushes coming. Now you got, Kamara can do, man, he made a great catch. Kamara can do so much, man. But like I said, putting the game in Carr's hand, that's not the way to go. And I passed. Then our center got hurt. Then we had to move our right guard over. Then had to put another guard in. Then that penalty we got, that penalty we got from Pena, he come off the sideline, dragged the man all the way on the sideline. Yeah. That's just stupid mistakes that we made.
Right.
In the game,
right.
Man.
Right.
But the Eagles, like I said, I'm not taking up, but I like I said again, I like the stuff I seen for the Saints.
I love what I saw.
Like I said, hey, Tampa Bay lost. Carolina won, but the Falcons lost. So we good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, we good. Tampa Bay got blown out by Denver, 0-2 team.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? So we got the Falcons next, man. But Atlanta look good. Man. Atlanta, they ain't no push off. Old boy Kirk Cousins, man, he doing some things over there.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be no easy game we got with them, so we got to play them next. It ain't gonna be no easy game.
No, it will not be an easy game. But the Saints got a good team. We like to say when we lost our center though, but the Saints, just like my team in the NBA, we find a way when we just don't know how to close out.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
You have to be able to know how to.
We always get hit big, man. We always get that big, like you say, don't know how to close out.
Right, don't know how to close out. And I don't know what caused that, whether we missing that piece, that closer or what. You know,
I think, like you said, we just threw it away. Like Taysom Hill, I just think when that center, people don't think that center control a lot, man. Because last time.
People don't even pay attention to a center.
Yeah, they don't pay attention to a center. Center control that whole line, man. Then you took the right guard to be the center. Yeah, but now you got to put somebody in his place. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's more than then another person got hurt. So injuries, which is all in the game, no excuses. But I don't feel it again. Them Cowboys lost too. So, a lot of things, good things.
Yeah, you're right. In our division, we still in position.
Yeah, we still in control. Yeah, that's one game. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
and it's gonna be interesting to see how the Eagles play other teams.
Yeah.
Because they look pretty solid.
See, Atlanta beat the Eagles.
Oh.
Yeah, Barkley won.
How bad?
Barkley dropped the ball at the what's name. He would have caught the ball, the game was over. The running back, and he dropped the ball in the game. And Atlanta get the ball and went down and scored. Yeah, Atlanta beat them. They shouldn't have beat them, but it was a tough game. Like we played.
All right, okay.
And Barkley, if he'd have catched the ball, the game would have been over. He dropped it on the pass.
Oh, okay. It was one of them nail biters.
Yeah, nail biters. So it was a nail biter like us. Like I say.
Right.
I think Atlanta, Kirk Cousins throwing, it's going to be a good game, man. It's going to be a real good game. I'm excited about seeing that. But again, Dallas lost. Again, I'm nothing against the Cowboys. People say I'm a hater, but hey, when they lost, I don't feel too bad. Tampa Bay lost, Dallas lost, Atlanta lost. So hey, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
we good.
Well, I know you're not supposed to look at it like this, and we're gonna move on. If Atlanta barely beat the Eagles,
exactly.
So it's gonna be a showdown.
It's gonna be a showdown. It's gonna be a game. That's the next game.
That's the next game.
It's gonna be a good game. Yeah, that's the next game.
That's Sunday game.
Yeah, that's the next game. Yeah.
Oh man,
it's gonna be a good game.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good game.
Man.
Yeah.
That's a playoff game.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good game, man. Kirk Cousins look good. I can't lie, he look good, man. He look good.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that game. But I think we're gonna get I don't know about the center. I gotta look, but we get the Hill back, Taysom Hill. I think he make a difference. I don't know if he's coming back yet, so we'll find out. He had a bruised rib, so I don't know if he's gonna be out on this game.
Well, anyway, folks, make no mistakes. This is not the sports channel. This is world premiere Word on the Street, but we cover all things.
Yeah.
And the name of this topic is building mental toughness. How related? How can you separate football from mental toughness?
Yeah.
Come on, y'all. That's what the show is about today. And thank y'all so much for tuning in. Y'all know what to do, friends. If this is your first time checking us out, smash up the like. Click like, subscribe, tell a friend to tune in and to ride with us. We're on every Monday and Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. What say you, Fletcher?
And that's it, man. We on, and hit the like button, subscribe. Again, like you say, tell a friend and tell a friend. Yeah, we talk about everything here, man. We talk about sports. We talk about the news. We got Sarah Jones coming on next. She's going to give you some information. We got Black history, and we got motivation. Let's go, man.
All right. Speaking of Sarah Jones, here we go.
Today's headlines.
Hi, I'm Sarah Jones, reporting to you from WOTS.
We have an exciting new development in aging research to report on tonight. Researchers have discovered that a common hypertension medication can actually slow down the aging process and increase lifespan. The study, published in the journal Aging Cell, found that the drug romenadine can mimic the effects of caloric restriction, a well-known anti-aging intervention. Scientists at the University of Liverpool and University of Birmingham, working with researchers from ETH Zurich and Harvard, discovered that romenadine was able to increase lifespan and improve health markers in animal studies. Importantly, the researchers say the drug has rare and non-severe side effects, making it a promising potential treatment for humans. As lead author Professor João Pedro Magalhães explains, repurposing drugs capable of extending lifespan and health span has a huge untapped potential in translational geroscience. This breakthrough could revolutionize the field of aging research as the global population continues to age. The researchers are now eager to explore romenadine's other potential clinical applications. This is an exciting development that could lead to new anti-aging therapies in the future. I'm Sarah Jones, reporting from World Premiere Word on the Streets.
Reporting from WOTS. Now, back to the show.
You need to watch this if you're tired of ads ruining your playlists. Prime has the solution. Imagine this. You're vibing to your favorite playlist or engrossed in a gripping podcast, and then bam, an ad. Mood killer, right? Well, Prime kicks those interruptions to the curb. Dive into a world where your music flows endlessly and your podcasts keep you in the zone. But wait, there's more. We're talking exclusive gaming perks that level up your play, and a massive library of books and magazines at your fingertips. It's not just about tunes, it's about total entertainment freedom. So, why wait? Unlock endless possibilities with Prime today. Your ultimate entertainment package is just a click away. Say goodbye to interruptions, and hello to non-stop fun. Join Prime now.
Are you tired of limited workout options at home? Do you want a versatile piece of equipment that can help you target every muscle group? Look no further than our full-body adjustable weight bench. This bench isn't just a bench, it's a workout powerhouse. From bench presses and dumbbell rows to hyperextensions and sit-ups, it can accommodate countless exercises. Its adjustable incline and decline settings allow you to tailor your workouts to your specific goals. Crafted from high-quality steel, this bench is built to withstand even the most intense workouts. Setting up this bench is a breeze. With clear instructions and minimal tools, you can have it assembled and ready to use in just 30 minutes. Don't settle for less. Invest in a bench that can help you achieve your fitness goals. Scan the QR code and order your full-body adjustable weight bench today.
Ladies and gentlemen, Word on the Streets proudly present our Book of the Week.
Are you tired of feeling weak, stressed, and out of control? Well, get ready to transform your life with our Book of the Week. Building Mental Toughness by Amber Preston. This game-changing guide is your key to unlocking the power of mental toughness. And it's not just for athletes. Mental toughness is the foundation for success in all areas of life. Imagine a life where you no longer succumb to stress, anxiety, or low confidence. A life where you confidently set boundaries, manage your time, and achieve your goals with unwavering determination. That's the reality you'll create with the 7 practical steps in this book. You'll learn how to reinforce the steel beams of mental strength, boost your resilience, and build an unshakable self-confidence toolkit. No more ruminating or overthinking. Just a clear, focused mindset that propels you towards your dreams. And the best part? This isn't just another self-help book. Amber Preston has crafted a step-by-step roadmap that's easy to follow and implement in your daily life. Whether you're struggling with work-life balance or seeking to unlock your true potential, this book has the answers you need. So, what are you waiting for? Scan the QR code or click the link in the description to purchase Building Mental Toughness and start your journey to becoming the best version of yourself. Your future of success, confidence, and control is just a few pages away. Get your copy now.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for a life-changing conversation right after this short, but yet powerful, thought-provoking speech.
There's a point in time in your life you got to realize this. And I've said this numerous of times to people. Hell doesn't own you. Hell did not create you. Hell does not have permission to break you down and keep you down. You got to rise above it. You got to realize that hell doesn't have a place in your life. But during the course of any challenge that you are facing right now in your life, hell will show up. But hell doesn't have to break you. Hell doesn't have to put you in a position where you don't feel you have nothing else left to give of yourself. You have got to recognize the possibilities within you. Nothing is going to be easy. Nothing is going to be handed to you. You got to go through it. You got to hurt so you can grow. You got to feel it. So if hell does show up, if the devil himself knocks on your door, don't answer it. Don't give it the satisfaction. Make a difference. Move forward. Do something unique in your life. Whatever challenges you are facing, let them come. Whatever obstacles that you face, let them come. How can you grow if everything is easy? How can you grow if everything is handed to you? How can you truly ultimately be a leader in your life if you're not willing to go over the top and get to where you need to be? This is the time right now, ladies and gentlemen. So if you gotta suffer, suffer the right way. If you gotta hurt, hurt a little bit. If you gotta cry, wipe those tears and keep moving. Are you ready for hell? Are you ready to experience a little pain? Are you ready to go through what exactly you signed up for? No one said it was going to be easy. You are going to experience some kind of pain. You are going to experience some kind of struggle. You're even going to fail at one time or another in your life. Every day is not going to be a successful day for you. When you get yourself in this position, you feel like hell. When you feel that you cannot carry on, you feel like hell. You feel like hell is your best friend because all you talk about, all you think about is how much hell you going through. But do you have the strength and the tenacity and the grit to push through hell?
That is what we present here on Word Premier Word on the Streets every Monday and Wednesday. We attempt to share with you that everything that you aspire for in life has a price tag on it. Success has a price tag. Your marriage has a price tag. Your kids, your children, your wife, your job, everything we want, there's a price to pay to get it. And there's a price to pay to keep it. And you know what, friends? You know what else, Fletcher?
Whatever.
There's a price to pay not to try to keep it, not to try to make it better. That's a price too. So either way we slice that cake, you got to pay a price. Go ahead on, Fletcher.
No, you was absolutely right. What price you want to play, man? And I listened to that speech when he was talking at the end, Extraordinaire, and I was saying, that mental toughness, that, I'd have been through, divorce, I'd have been through, stage 4 cancer, I'd have been through lost jobs, said in trouble, just overcome. And the things I look at it now, because I talk over my kids now as elder to them, and my niece and nephew, try to guide them. I say the thing that I didn't understand was the awareness. Just like when I went through my divorce, I should have went and put full effort in there, going to counseling, getting help. Because I say that to my kids now, we talk about relationships. I didn't know what truly was a marriage, what entails in a marriage. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what means being married to my wife and being one. I get this example of being one. One don't mean that me and you are not going to have issues. One mean not let somebody else come in, your mother, your father, your sister, you know what I'm saying? That political, anything come in and dictate your marriage, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying, becoming one on the issue, trying to work it out between each other. Not that we're not going to have disagreements, but not letting somebody else add to that, getting a professional, not understanding how important professional help.
Right.
And understanding how my childhood and her childhood, trying to bring that together as a grown, and even our traumas and issues to bring together, we wouldn't equip to do that.
That's right.
So when we went through it, man, it was hard. It was mentally just draining. You know what I'm saying? It was up and down, just sideways, and my mind was like, I still supposed to be married. I still supposed to fight for my marriage. But I didn't have the tools. I didn't have the weapons. I didn't have none of those things.
That's right. None of them things
to fight for. So that's why I didn't.
And it was so much about yourself. It's so much about ourselves. We don't even know.
Didn't have no. But like I said, even about my mother, her mother, what they went through trauma. And they both were divorced, and they was trying to give us advice. That didn't work. You know what I'm saying? So that ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? Like that too. And our friends that we didn't know how to pick the right friend that really, if they cared about us, they'd have cared about both of us, not just me, and not her friend just cared about her. You know what I'm saying? And it just was all that, again, we should have been one on a common goal. And then at the end of there, we had no vision. We had no plan, no path, no plan, no strategy. We had none of that. We were just winging it. And that's the problem right there, man. a mental toughness is, I feel, on anything that you got to educate yourself and build a fort around you and yours and prepare yourself for that. Because like you said, the devil ain't taking off. So you got to put a layer of protection around you. And like you say in the Bible, my people perish for lack of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And also, if you're not seeking, you're not finding, you don't seek. So you got to go seek the information, seek what makes best for you. But you can't answer those questions. You got to get help. You got to look in the mirror. And it's so much entailed in that building that mental focus, man. It's more, like I said, not just in one area, man. It's all areas.
It is. And check this out, Fletcher. We're gonna bring it on home, man. When you want something so bad, but you keep failing, or how that make you feel when you're trying so hard, but you're trying so hard with the wrong tools because you don't know what are the right tools. You
start thinking you just something wrong with you. You just keep doing wrong. You go in a circle, yeah.
What eventually happened when that happened?
You crash out, man.
Yeah, there you go.
You're gonna crash out. You're gonna burn out. You're gonna crash out. You know what I'm saying? You frustrated. And so let's just say in your relationship, if that ain't right, it's gonna interfere with everything, work, kids, thought, everything is gonna interfere with. You know what I'm saying? So that mental focus to break all that stuff, it's just like, you know, again, we talk about football. Tom Brady, man, imagine, you know, we'll see him all great, but people think he's a machine. But think about it, you know he had to go through some mental stuff or personal stuff, you know what I'm saying? Personal things. Just because people think, you know, you got the money, you got the lifestyle, you got it, but you still got to go through other things. And they get on that field and do the things he do. That's mental focus, man. That's there to guard that.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That's mental toughness when you got to wake up and look in that mirror yourself after you maybe just lost a Super Bowl.
Oh, man.
How you do that? That's
you had
tough.
a vision and you had all that set, you know, everything put on that. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you got to hear the naysayers towards there. That's the hurt. See, that's the biggest thing right there, man. The naysayers.
Oh, man. Tell me that's yeah. And what now? That's on national stage. The whole world see you.
Yeah.
Now draw that home. You on national stage in front of your family, and you keep failing because you can't figure it out. And let's face, sometimes we're too stubborn to do what needs to be done. And so when we keep failing, let's be real, folks. We get angry, and that anger we slash out at anybody around us because we're mad. Now we don't let it be known that we're mad at ourselves. We're just mad as hell, and it comes out in the most ugly way towards the people who are closer to you, around you. And so this thing called mental toughness, what do you do? It's like we say all the time, ma'am, sir, seek you some professional help. We weren't born with all the answers in our head. We weren't born. Nobody was born knowing everything they need to know. Once you get yourself together, who is to say that the person you're living with got themselves together? Can you live with that? Are you together enough to make the adjustment, to make allowance for their lack of being not fully developing together? Can they do just the opposite? And that's just a couple things. We're not even talking about when you go to the job. Now you got all these other different personalities. If you don't strive to have some mental toughness, it's like you said, Fletcher, you're going to crash and burn. And you're going to be a hell of a personality to be around. Go ahead on, man.
I'm going to tell you somebody I was listening to Dak, you know, Cowboy quarterback. And, you know, they're going through a tough time right now. And I was listening. I wanted to hear what he had to say. and I think he said it perfectly. He was talking about where the receiver was throwing, upset, throwing tense, and he said, "Well, how do you feel about his body language?" He says, "It's not the body language that worry about it. It's the mental, you know what I'm saying? Get his mental right, you know what I'm saying?" But then he also said, but at the end of the day, it's about being a professional. It's about being a professional, and a professional showing up every day, working hard. You just start getting out and say, man, that's real. It's about being a professional.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. A professional at what you do. So it's about your marriage. It's about being a professional. Your finances. It's about being a professional. Now, and I got a team.
Boy, bring that on home, man. Because we don't even think about being a professional.
Yeah, what I'm saying when he said that, I started saying, man, that's going, like I said again, we say football is life. And he was saying about being a professional, and I was saying how to break that down in life, being a professional. And Dak is the leader, you know what I'm saying? That's him to bring him. Oh, you can throw that tantrum, you can have it, but hey, let me bring you back in, man. Hey, let that go. Let next play. We can't lay on that next play. That play. We got to go to the next one. Let's see what we can do better. The next play, you know what I'm saying? And lifting them up and not be, you know what I'm saying? Just like in a marriage, lifting them up. They made a mistake. Hey, don't worry about that, but we can't afford to do that again. You know what I'm saying? What way can I help you to get better? What way can we work together to build this? And see that people think that small things like that make a difference. You know what I'm saying? Saying those things make a difference. Being professional at what, like me and my wife, I look at this guy, I try to learn about finances, emotion. I'm trying to find out the emotional impact of finances, your childhood and everything. So bringing a couple together and as somebody's the more dominant person in the finance than the other person. And that the guy was talking to her about the couple, and then the guy, she was more dominant and she would say things. And he said, I felt like a child, when you're telling me like I got to get permission. And man, it hit me because I know my wife had said that to me before, you know what I'm saying? In the early stage when I was talking to her about finances. Now, what I was saying, the goal I was trying to get to was correct, right? But if I'm beating her down and she's not receiving it right, is that helping the team? If Dak is telling the receiver what he's doing, he's trying to help him, but he's still tearing him down in the way he's saying it, how can he uplift him and go out there for that next play? You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean by being professional on both ends. Then him being professional, receive and say, hey, my quarterback is with me. He's not tearing me down. Let's have a conversation about this. Why do you feel that way? You know what I'm saying? Getting the feelings and emotions out the way, and let's understand what is our common goal. What are we trying to do? What is the vision? What is the path, the plan, the strategy? You know what I'm saying? Those things. So now, and I was telling my wife, I said, yeah, man, I was listening, and I say, I understand now. And she was saying, well, it took him to say it. I said, no, it was a combination of him. And then now realizing you said it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand, what we're doing. Because what I was saying, trying to get to that goal was right, but explaining it to you the better way, being professional with it, instead of throwing a little wild stuff or make you feel small. That's what I mean by being professional on that. So that's what even at your job, same thing to your job, man, being professional at your job, going in there, knowing what you got to do, being on time, doing that stuff, and doing what you have to do, doing your role. You know what I'm saying? What you have, no matter what someone is doing is over there, I got to do my role, being uplifting that person. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I took it as being a professional. Even though we down, we all down. We can point the fingers at everybody. We can do this, but that's not gonna help anybody. That's not
especially when you're down. Yeah, and I don't especially when you're down. And I don't want the point. I don't want your point to get lost because it's a very important point because it touched all of us. Is that even when you may have the right answer, it's not always about being right or having the right answer.
It's how you portray the answer. I mean,
exactly right. Exactly right. I mean, and it could cost you a game.
Yeah.
If you yelling at your team member and you could draw that same play, i.e. your wife, your home, your husband, your manager, your job, your coworker, you know what you need to do, and you tell them, and they don't do as you said, and the whole thing failed. And you're mad at everybody, but everybody mad at you too.
Yeah. Everybody looking at you.
Everybody looking at you.
But you mad at everybody else too. Yeah. But like you said, you talking about and I'm serious. I looked at on the defense side, Michael Parsons, when they were mentally defeated. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just listening to them talk. So it's crazy that we listen to this show, mentally focused, man. To go back out there, lost 2 in a row. You know what I'm saying? At home, and it is, and you getting whooped. You really getting the defense. They don't even know what's going on. You can see it. It's just frustration. So to break that, so you imagine losing 2 games, then you got problems at home. Then you got financing problems at home.
Tell me about it.
You know what I'm saying? Imagine all
right.
that.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me make a correlation with basketball, man, and you can jive in too.
Yeah.
The thing, friends, that make superstar in basketball than just the average player, the superstars can miss all throughout the game, but when the game, they will still have the confidence. You got to have some mental toughness to still shoot that ball.
Yeah.
Steph Curry, great, because they know Steph gonna get the ball. Steph gonna shoot, even though he had a poor shooting night. They will still
keep shooting.
Mm-hmm. Kobe Bryant, keep shooting. Michael Jordan, keep shooting. Why? They more mental. They know that they are mental tough. See, it take a lot of mental toughness to keep doing something, even though you'd have missed all those times.
Yeah.
It takes some mental toughness. Go ahead on, man.
No, you hitting it right. It takes some mental toughness to be sitting and still take that shot.
Oh,
still, you got the naysayers, the news reporter, like your boy LeBron, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And people talking about you.
Yeah, and it ain't just when you a legend at the game, too. You chasing another legend, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You chasing him, and you got to deal with the fans, and you got to deal with the naysayers. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole
all the commentators. That's a lot of pressure.
You got a lot of pressure. Not just that, your teammates, you carrying them,
all of that.
The organization, your you got you, and then I'm quite sure he got a vision that he got prepped. He facing that. You know what I'm saying?
That's
so.
Right.
It's a lot that is so that's why he said mental toughness.
Talk about mental toughness.
And then we ain't even talking about the businesses and the other things he got to do and face. Man, there's mental toughness, man. That's another level right there, man. And see, that's why I know you love LeBron, because all that. See, they just as a game, man, he a hell of a basketball player. John the hell.
It's so much more.
Oh, it's so much more, man.
So much more.
Yeah, we just want to wrap it up in that, but it's so much
right.
more.
Right. And that's the same thing too, my brother, when I like to present you in that way every now and then, because when they see you as often as they do, maybe on Facebook and we come on here together on World Premiere Word on the Streets, so they hear us, but there's so much more to us than what y'all see on Monday and Wednesday.
Yeah.
I mean, Fletcher doing some things, friends. And I'm doing a few things. But the things that we are doing, we're conveying to everyone who out there listening that it comes with a price tag.
Mm-hmm.
It comes with commitment. It comes with not always winning.
Yeah.
Not always easy. It comes with pushing. You have to push, start over again. That's a price. And you come on because we believe there's something greater than we are. The message is more important than myself. It's more important than Fletcher. What's important? Just think, if someone out there listening and they hear this message, it might be the message they need to turn that fire on. And that when that light goes on, it ain't no turning off. It's no turning off. And that's the possibility. That's the possibility when we talk from our personal experience and we talk from the passion of life that we are living. That is our hope and desire, because mental toughness is a part of life. And if you're not tough, mentally speaking, life will do to you whatever it wants to. But we're here to tell you, you don't have to let life do to you whatever. You don't have to let hell, darkness, fear, and all those negative factors, you don't have to let those things beat you down and hold you down. Push back. Get up, push back. Get up and keep pushing back. Go ahead on, man.
You know, like I said, we doing things, but I'm quite like LeBron and stuff. Our biggest pride, our biggest vision is my children, man, my kids, getting them on board. You know, me and my wife were talking about, you know, the things that we didn't know, that we didn't wasn't taught as growing up, and we try to instill that in our kids now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about, you know, we were raised right, but I'm saying like relationships, like we talk on here, finances and things like that, a way of life. You know what I'm saying? So the things that we passionate about, getting them to understand how to treat people, how to conduct yourself, your character, and things like that. So, you know, that's the thing that I take pride in, you know, sitting there and things that I didn't know that hindered me extraordinary, hindered us as we was as children, you know what I'm saying? And we didn't know. And me and my wife have conversations about, you know, finances and understand investments and understand what, you know, what we knew about investing at that age, and put money back, and knew how much or why we was doing it. You know, we were just talking about our son, like we didn't know nothing about a credit card. You know, now our kids, you know, they got them, and we tell them how to use it and stuff, things like that, and how you conduct yourself, you know, at a job, and what, you nobody owe you nothing. You know, the things that we telling them, I take real pride in that, and spending time with them and teaching them, be able to teach them that. That's very important to me. So after that, you know, trying to work with then coming out, me and you would get together and take pride in helping people out online. You know what I'm saying? Because let's be real with it, a lot of people didn't get these things we talking about. It. People would take these things lightly, extraordinary, what we talking about, but it got people at home that haven't heard none of these things.
Yes.
They got people at home that is going through some tough times that needed some mentorship, or some a male influence, you know, a male. And they'll sit there and tell you about a male, you know, men, you know, black women can do it, or white women can do it on their own. But man, I'm here to tell you, just the presence of a man, you know what I'm saying? Just the mere presence of a man make a difference in your home. You know what I'm saying? So now we just got the mere presence. Let's talk about now we talking giving you knowledge. Let's talk about we showing you love. Let's talk about we showing you that spiritual, that mental, that spiritual, that physical, that mental, that financial help. We giving that all to you. And you seeing your father and mother in a loving relationship, and they working together, building together, and growing together, and then they teaching you. Man, that means a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That means a lot to a person,
Absolutely.
to a child. You know what I'm saying? So
you're so right.
Yeah, so that's what I take more pride in, showing that, you know, you'll see me and my wife on Facebook and my family. You know, I just celebrated my grandbaby's 9th birthday, Lyric, you know what I'm saying? And we all come together, we singing it, and just seeing that, you know what I'm saying, and building and working together, you know, letting them know, hey, we stronger together, you know what I'm saying, starting within. And like I say, could I say before was it like this? No, it took time to realize to build that, you know what I'm saying? And so when we talk about that mental toughness, starting over, and I done started over multiple times, starting over, the problem is who's looking at you. I think we tend to worry about what people think more than anything. We tend to worry about what people think in time. I got to have it now. We want to put a quick time. If you can conquer those two things, I believe, my opinion.
Those are major now. Those are major in a lot of people's head.
Man, if you can conquer those two things, and understand, and I think what it is, I don't think we understand the importance of that time and how it works. And then we're not worrying about our friends. You know how much of that hold us to that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
if
man,
those two things, man.
Talking good talk, brother. You're talking good. No, you talking good talk, man. You could sing that song again. You talking good talk.
That's it.
Because it's so true. All the stuff we put in our head about it have to be now. It got, you know, and then if it ain't now, what? It's no good no more.
Yeah.
That's that. Yeah. That was
Like you
good.
say, that's it. And then like time something go wrong, we want to quit. These things that we hear these things constantly, but people continue to do it. Whatever's looking for you, whatever you're looking for is looking for you. These things. But see, them the things you need to be saying to yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be wealthy. Like you said, talking to yourself, saying these things, and then putting action to it. But you can't just sit there and be awards me, play the victim. And I think a lot of people are playing the victim. I like I said, I didn't have a chance. I'm sleeping on my daddy's sofa. That was one of my lowest times in my life. But I knew I had to get up. I have people depending on me. I'm dependent on myself. I cannot let myself go and give up like this on myself, man. I was too young and I had time. And I used to tell myself, this is where I'm at now, but this is where I'm going to be at. You know what I'm saying? And how I start the race is how I finish the race. Those are things that I used to say to myself going through this time. And was it tough? Yes, it was tough. Mentally tough. But I was building that up for myself to see. And when I started realizing, only person stopping me is me. That's it. The person that you're going against that's stopping you from getting ahead, for stopping you from making your relationship is you. You gonna fix you, man. I'm telling you that when I had to realize that in my marriage, in my relationship, in my job, even with my work, at my job, anything that I had things came up in my life, but it was me. A lot of things that you can't control, but you can control. And the thing that was holding me that I could have controlled would have been all right. If I'd have controlled my end and let the Most High control his end, man, and because I'm doing it now and I see the benefits of it, I control my end and the Most High controls his end. And that's the relationship right there. That's another relationship that I have that helps me right there.
And the thoughts, we have to control those thoughts that pops in our head.
Yeah.
See, those thoughts can become pretty loud in your head. Mm-hmm. And if go unchecked, they can persuade you to do nothing or to do the wrong thing or to act out, talking about mental toughness. But you got to be mental tough to put those thoughts in check. I ain't listening to that. No. You got to practice some self-talk. Before you was doing self-talk negatively, and what did that net you? That net you frustration, disappointment, victimhood. It don't ever work out for me. I knew it wasn't gonna work anyway. And all that garbage, all of that. You can hear that, if not from yourself, from around 9 out of 10 people outside of you. There's negativity all around. So easy to find someone. If you want to have a choir for that can be in your ensemble when y'all on the same key, it's all around you. Mm-hmm. That negative self-talk, that it don't ever work out. I knew it was everywhere. So sometimes you got to ride alone. You got to do it all by yourself. You got to die by yourself. Now, I'm not pushing to be everything is by yourself. But I'm trying to make a bigger point, friends. Get around those. There are some eagles out there as well. But we've been so convoluted with negative all around us until we improve on ourselves, we would never see the eagle that's standing right there to your left or right there to your right. Had an eagle in your neighborhood flush all along. Mm-hmm. But you were so blinded from the noise, from all that negativity. The eagle was right there. The eagle was waiting on you. That eagle was the teacher. The Chinese proverb, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. That teacher was waiting for you to get ready, to be ready. But some of us are just don't want to pay that price because y'all know it's a price. Y'all heard us talk on here. I can't sugarcoat it, man. I just can't. It is a price.
Yeah.
It is a price.
And the price is, man, you're going to give up something. You're going to give your time. You're going to give your sweat. You're going to give you're going to give up. And that's the most important thing, your time. Your time, your sweat. And now, when I first got doing that in real estate, that's what when I went in, like I said, my brother bought the first house. I didn't say, well, man, I went there and said, what can I do? You know what I'm saying? I was giving up my time, you know what I'm saying, to learn. And when I was giving that time up, but I was learning. I was learning what it takes to fix the house. I was learning the things you got to put up. I was learning. I was in that. Then by me learning, guess what? By me being in that area, I started meeting people in that area that was around that area, that thing, the AC guy, the plumber guy, electricity, then the roof. Man, I started meeting the neighbors. I started meeting people who cut the yard. I started meeting these people. When I needed something, I can call and ask them, hey, how you do the flooring? Hey, Tyler. I started meeting these people because I put myself around it. I put myself in it. And I had my eyes wide open. You see what I'm saying? I wasn't just going to the vote thinking what I get. I was thinking about what I could get from that part. Not all the other stuff that I was learning, the people, the relatives I was meeting. The cleaning, it's just people I was meeting that was in my contact. Now they got and they telling me, hey man, you doing something big. See, my friends that I had didn't know nothing about that. They couldn't, what are you doing all that? Man, you working like that all day? What you getting out of that? Is that yours or your brother? Oh, that's what they were saying. They weren't about what I'm getting out of it, but they didn't see. See, they like you said, LeBron and them, you don't see when they doing the work they doing.
Right. You don't
they didn't see all that stuff. All they saw what they want to see. What you doing? You doing this and that. And when the finished product came, and you thinking that, I'm telling you, listen to me, I want to tell y'all one thing about this. You can do all that, and then it's finished. And you sitting there thinking you about to get a praise. You're not, man.
That's right.
I'm telling you, you're not. And it wasn't for them to give you that praise. You can sit up there and be looking for that praise, and you sitting there, your chest out, you waiting, and you're going to be sadly disappointed. Because it wasn't for them. It was for you. And if you went in there, like I say all the time, people talk about my grandmother. Man, your grandmother, the curse and all that. Now you say it all the time. That's all you got. You miss so much, man. So you go in with something, man. Open your eyes and realize there's something here for me. It's something here for me to learn. It's something. That's how I go in everything extraordinary. I want to. It's something. Is a reason. Is a person I meet, or something I can get out of that. Get value out of something of this. And when you change your way of thinking, you change that way of looking at things. I promise you, your life will change. But again, you got to lose something to get that. You got to lose that attitude, that envy. Mm-hmm. You got to be humble. You see what I'm saying? You got to lose some of the ways to be like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you got to do. But I'm going to say something to you. Nobody, like you said, when the teacher would come, explain to y'all something. You still got to get a teacher something. What it means is the teacher ain't coming because you got nothing to give. You got nothing. He can't work with nothing. The teacher gonna come when he can work with something. You see what I'm saying? So when we had the rental properties, my partner came with the Airbnb because I had something to work with. If I didn't have something to work with, he couldn't help me. He would have never came. He'd have told me about it, and that'd have been it. But you got to give something to work with. You got to have something built. Like we said, we got this word premiere, word on the street. We have something built. So when it comes, we already built that. We already doing this. We already practice. We already working. We already doing the shows. We already talking about things. We already putting the content together. We already doing the things. So when it comes, we already prepared.
That's right.
So what are you doing? That mental toughness. That means practice. Remember, what's that? Practice. Yeah, it takes practice.
Yeah.
A lot of going over and over, doing the things over and over. You can't be looking for the fact. You got to put in. You got to put something in. You got to do. You got to give something up.
That's right. And
that's what it takes to give it, man. If people are not willing, and if you ain't willing, you ain't able. If you ain't seeking, you ain't gonna find it. That's it. And that's what a lot of people say. You sitting back there playing the victim. You got to go. Hey, well, I had a troubled childhood. Go get some help. You know what? That ain't an excuse no more. You'll go get some help. Get some mental. Let's go try to figure those things out. I got debt. Hey, let's get out of debt. They got so many programs, all these things on there. They got so much to do. It's time to go say, hey, that's the part of it first. Mental toughness is standing up and saying, I'm tired of being tired, and I got to go do something about this. And when I start doing something, it's ready to have something, the teacher gonna come. I just got to be ready to look and humble to receive it.
Let me tell you all something, friends. The power of the right kind of self-talk. It can transform your life. See, no matter what other people say about you, how they judge you, how they talk about you, I can't help but, we have a relative. Growing up, he was just average, and people talked about him scholastically speaking. But the boy, I told him, you can't, don't see yourself like they see you. Talk positive. What's inside you? Speak positive things about yourself and believe it. See, we have to learn how to not have to turn the noise out on outside of us. That's just their opinion of you, and their opinion is in a fact. The real you is on the inside that have yet to be seen or heard. Because the real of each one of us is on stage living what we think other people think of us. And this relative of ours who teachers counted him out, he's now a doctor. It's Dr. Alvin, not just Alvin. Fletcher, who they said, he ain't nothing but a troublemaker. Nothing but a trouble. Now, if Fletcher had bought that narrative, stayed with that narrative, lived his whole life thinking, I ain't nothing but a troublemaker. Everything I do, it just turned out bad. I end up fighting everybody. And people have a strange way of putting us in blocks, putting us in a square box. People used to put me in a box. All he liked to do is sing. That's it. That's all I can give. That's all I am. All I am is someone who fight and disrupt. All I am is somebody who can't read or can't understand. What if we had bought those negative words in our life? And I'm saying this because, friends, you're living a life right now based on what other people have said and are saying. Many of you all who are listening, you don't want to do certain things because you don't want it to offend others. You don't want to shine. You don't want your light to shine because you don't want to make people feel a little uncomfortable. You don't want to make them feel like you're moving forward in your life. So you make sure you're not shining too bright. It comes with a price. This mental toughness comes with a price. You may have to shake some of the old people loose. You're going to have to feed yourself positive self-talk. There's a lot of stuff you need to do, friends, what we are saying. But that's part of the price tag. Do you want it? Go ahead on, man.
I'm going to go back to what you said about me. That person I was, they were saying it was true. You know, I give a lot of credit to my grandmother. She gave me that mental toughness. She gave me that puff not to worry about people. But my grandmother never worked in a corporate job. My grandmother grew up in a small town. My grandmother grew up back in slavery time. You know, see, her toughness was a different kind of toughness. And she put that toughness on me. But now, time changed. I'm going into the corporate world. I'm going to dealing with people. I'm going to doing things. So now, that way of life, the way our attitude, I couldn't work there. See, that's saying you got to look at yourself and say, I can't keep being like this. I'm wondering why I'm not getting it. People saying, keep you smart, man, but man, the way you think. And I'm like, hey, that's who I am. You're going to accept that, but I was wrong. See, you got to play the game. You in a job, you're around other people. They don't have to be subjected to you. all the time. It's already hard coming to dealing with the work as it is than to come in and deal with you and your attitude, you and your troubles, you and your problems. So I didn't care what people said, but I should, to a point, you got to care what's around you. You got to have some sense of understanding around you. Because what you're going to do, you're going to start putting the people around you just like you are. So now I start putting the people around me that think like me, fight like me, ready for, well, what you thinking about? I tell my kids, I say, let me explain something to you. You'll go out and they got 5 people just like you, just like me. And imagine all 5. Now, I already got beef with 3 people. Now, each one of them got beef with each people. Now, I say, do that 3 times 5, that's 50. You got to fight all these people. You know what I'm saying? You got to fight all those people, man. You're not going to win. Right. You got to fight because you're not going to be with all 5 and 4 of your friends. Y'all not going to be together. So now you got the 3 you already had. Now you went, you see the other 3. Now the 3, there's always, and that was my life. Continuous fight. Now let's put in. Now you got 15 people that are like. Let's be in the corporate world. Now you go looking for the job. All you get in a position is got a person, one of those people that know that person that know, and now they know of your name. Now, yeah, and it just keep going on and on. You see what I'm saying? So now, see, I had to change. It's the time you got to say, look, this I can't move like this. I can't make it like this. My character means something to me. People around, the way I act. It wouldn't get me anywhere. Because then I wasn't seeking for nothing. I wasn't seeking. Then I had no knowledge of, I tell my son that the biggest thing about it, I said I had no awareness of all these things. I remember my grandmother, they took her out on a trip. She would never go nowhere. And they found, I think she went to New Orleans. And my mom told me, she said, I've been missing all this. And that's what I was. When you have no awareness, you know you're going to act a certain way till you get around and then you start seeing, man, I didn't know I had all this. I wasn't aware of all this. Oh, I'm missing all this. A lot of that don't have awareness. You've been stuck in your little box, your little world, your little city, your little town, your little job, and you're not aware of all these other opportunities. But to be that person, to get to those, you can't take that person with you. That's that right. Person that you are can't go. That's and you're going to change it. It's going to take some mental toughness to change that. You can't say, I got to go ahead and do these things to change because I want to be aware. Now, once you start being aware of these things, man, and that's what happened to me. I started being aware. And I'm being honest with myself. I want to be. I want to. But that person I had cannot get me those things. That person who I was could not get my family those things. That person who I was not going to let nobody come around them and be around them to get them. If I couldn't get them myself, I needed help. Education-wise, mentor-wise, I needed help. And somebody else had that help, and I had to humble myself to realize. So if you out there having that trouble, man, you got to look deep inside yourself. Right. And get that fortitude and look and be honest with yourself, man, and get that mental toughness, start changing and creating habits, different habits, and that's what I had to do, man.
And you're absolutely right, man. It takes some mental toughness when you have to let some things go. You have to let some part of your personality you have to tone it down. That takes mental toughness. Look, I've been this person. I'm comfortable being this person. But I got to tone that person who I was comfortable. I got to tone it down in order for me to move forward. That's
let me use this. Like say people, you got a team. Now you got to learn how to be a teammate. You got a team on your job. You got to learn how to be a teammate. You got to stop being selfish, thinking about this. It's a lot of stuff you got to do different now. You got to be a manager, but that means that managing people, being a leader, two different things. Now you got to learn how to be a manager. You can't think about yourself being a leader. You know what I'm saying? You need to get this to work. So all this stuff you got to change. You know, I hear people say, I'm an introvert. I don't know what that is. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm like, I'm willing to do whatever. See, I'm the person that I'm willing to do whatever it takes. You know, I'm that leader that I'm going to figure out how to get it, how we going to, or somebody know that's me. I'm going to figure out how to go. You know, I've been listening to this guy. They said that's a task of a CEO. I say, I'm mad, man. If I see awareness. I used to wonder how guys thought they could be CEO. That's the awareness. They had that in them. They was aware that it's who I am. That mentor, then they had mentors around them to guide them and teach them that. And they learned that early. You know what I'm saying? So That's what we get the young black men, especially our young. We need to mentor them and start guiding. We see something in them. Hey man, you're a leader. This is what you're a COO of your life, man. That means you can be a CEO of a corporation, because you have these skills. Everybody don't have these skills, and that takes someone to tell you that. That takes someone to guide you in that, to mentor you that. So a lot of these guys that you think they're so smart, no, they've been in that learning, man. They've been in that training. They've been under someone. They've been listening. They've been studying. They've been seeking. And if you just sitting there thinking, man, why my life like this? It's because you. It's because of you.
It takes some mental toughness to work on yourself.
Yeah, it does. A lot. Oh man, a lot.
Yeah.
Because you're going through a battle. You really don't know if you're doing right. Then your people around you saying, "Oh, well, whatever." I like I said, I tell my wife all the time, man. I done changed so much. I don't even know who I am anymore.
Yeah.
But
working on yourself.
When I was saying that, I was fighting the process. I was fighting the process. Now I'm comfortable with this. Now I'm comfortable who I am. I'm comfortable with my skin. I see I had to shed that old skin and put this new skin on. Yeah.
Right. And it take work on that.
Yeah, a lot of work. Yeah.
A lot of work on that. I like to acknowledge somebody in our chat room. We like to acknowledge Miss Herbal Expedition herself. Miss Shana is in the chat room. And while she's in there, I'd like to send a shout out to remind everyone out there listening to tune in every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time to check out Herbal Expedition. I promise you all, it is a great show. You will learn so much about herbs, aromatherapy.
Yes.
You will be surprised of how easy it is to learn some of this stuff, friend. For me, it's been a blast because I'm learning some things, and that's all because of Miss Bertrand, who's in the chat room. Go ahead on, Fletcher.
No, I was agreeing with what you were saying. She does a great job, man, teacher. And I have that. I get to personally talk to her, and I'll be learning all kind of things from her, man. A great show. You should come on Thursday night. Check out, man. You'll learn a plethora of things from her. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And this has been a very passionate conversation tonight, too, talking about building mental toughness. So a whole lot that this topic have to offer everyone who's out there listening. But just in case, and I'm more than certain, we didn't cover every aspect that we would have liked to, check out our show notes. It's in the description. And it just have a wealth of information that we're sure you will appreciate. Frequent asked questions in there, studies supporting mental toughness in everyday life, case studies, emotional regulation versus emotional suppression, the role of mindfulness strategy to build mental toughness. And the one that I really thought was interested was the difference between mental toughness and resilience. It's just a lot of great stuff. And Fletcher and I, we talk from our personal experience because thus far in life, we have experienced quite a lot, and we have undertaken some changes. We have had to shift from being one way that was good at the time, but realized we had to leave that personality there, and we had to change over to where we are now with the time. We have to be a different personality in this society with our children, especially a man to another young man. We have to learn to meet people where they are and in the society and environment where it is. And I'm sure same with Ms. Bertrand, the school system have changed tremendously since, just 10 years ago, we have a whole new system now. And things are not slowing down, friends. As soon as we caught on to the computer age, then came AI. We got AI, and this thing is just the tip of the iceberg. News travels so fast now. What is news today is old news come next Monday. So much news used to last, friends, for a long time. We hear the news now, and in a couple of days that become old news. So how do we keep up? Well, that's a price you pay to keep up. It's called mental toughness. It's the price. And as we said from the beginning of the show, you have to pay that price whether you participate or not. If you choose to participate, that's a price. But you say, nah, I ain't playing that. I ain't getting in that game. Well, you choose not. You just made a choice by choosing not to. There's a price tag on that too, friends. Thank y'all for tuning in. Fletcher, last word, man.
Yeah, you were saying about the school system, man. I'm gonna tell you this part. I'm big on economics. We can talk about the school system. You can go out there and get the right job. You can make this money. You can make six figures out of it. If you don't understand that dollar, if you don't understand that credit card, if you understand that finances, that taxes, you don't understand creating a business investment, it don't matter how much money you're gonna make, man. If you don't understand those things, and that's why we're trying to push also on Wednesday. We talk a lot about money. That's the biggest thing I have, man. I think economics, they don't teach you that in school, and all that's done for a reason. Yes, you must know how to read. Yes, you must not do math. And yes, you got to know what the right courses to take in college for your livelihood. I think you do, but economics and understanding that money, understanding how it works, understanding because that's called, we say that all the time, that's one of the biggest things that cause breakup in marriages and mental fortitude on things that you want in life that you will break your mental for real. That will break your mental down, not having enough, can't feed your kids, can't have the things you want. And be saying you did everything right, you went to school, you went to college, you got the job, and you still don't have enough. So again, that's my cup of tea about economics, man. We need to teach our children and our community, especially our community, the Black community, because we economic drained. We don't get what other races get, so we need to focus on that more. That's what I want to say. Hey, thank y'all for coming, man. Hit the like button. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Go ahead.
Man, that was a great subway to tell them folks, y'all got to come back on Wednesday because every Wednesday we shift our attention to more financial talk. Mm-hmm. And now with this election coming up, if Vice President Harris win, what does all these plans she have? What would that mean? We're going to unwrap some of that. Fletcher going to tell us about some of that. She's talking about giving you a $25,000 for your first home, your first child, $6,000
child tax credit, raised up
tax credit, and all that. So we're gonna try to understand, what does that mean? What will it mean for you? You want to know about that? Tune in Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we will be here waiting for you. Thank y'all again for tuning in, friends. It's been a blast, man.
Yes, sir.